whatever it takes to keep yourself warm for a brief second, with temperatures at 43 in Urbana, 46 in Wapakoneta, and a lot of us in the low 50s like Richmond, Winchester, and Greenville, back into Troy. So bundle up this morning as you get the kids ready for the school bus. Kind of weird to say that in the midst of September. It's not uncommon, but we are a few degrees cooler than our typical low. Typical lows should be in the low 60s. And it's not just low temperatures that we have to talk about being below normal. It's our highs too. And the Climate Prediction Center has us highlighted in blue. So we are going to be below normal for an extended period of time. And we have a reinforcing cold front to give us that, just in time for the weekend. It'll be perfect for football. Temperatures are going to be down into the low 70s. Some of us not even making it there. Some of us staying in the 60s. We have weather and traffic, although we are warming up closer to normal. At least we're not in the 90s. So we have that going for us. 43 in Urbana, 46 in Wapakoneta. Good morning, Greenville, Richmond, Winchester. We're all in the low 50s. Those of us along I-70 further south, a few more clouds. That's why our temperatures are still sitting in the mid-50s at the moment. There are the clouds I was talking about right there. That's our extent of moisture at the moment. What we'd like to have is a little rain. The issue is there's none in sight just yet. We are waiting on this cold front that's going to come on through, and that will push through Friday, which will increase our rain chances as we move into the morning. Very isolated at that point, but more so later into the afternoon, Friday, and into the evening. Let's get through the next 2 days first, where it's beautiful. Mid-80s expected, still a bit muggy, creeping up on us as we move into tomorrow. The humidity once again, and so 86 will feel more like 90, but there's the opportunity of a stray shower. Don't expect it. Again, our best chance for rain is coming in with the cold front on Friday afternoon around noontime to 2 o'clock, where we'll have our best chance for rain. And that, of course, brings in the chance for some heavier rain. You're going to see some yellows and oranges pop up there, very isolated. That carries on into the evening, very isolated to scattered. But it's the cold front, and that's the only chance of rain we have over the next 5 days. Really over the next 7 days, and possibly even the next 2 weeks. Now, this is a little underdone, but I'm showing you because simply it shows you the little patches of green indicate where we have the best chance for rain. So it's going to be along I-70 and further south, but we all have the opportunity. So don't rule it out. But again, most of it falling south. So we'll pick up about 1/4 to 1/2 inch, isolated amounts up to 1 inch if we are lucky enough to get under a heavier thunderstorm. But again, our rain chances are pretty limited over the next 2 weeks, and that's why we're highlighted in that tannish color. The Climate Prediction Center says we have below normal precipitation chances. So the likelihood of this moderate drought that's in place in Springfield, Xenia, and Salina now, as of the latest drought monitor last Thursday, we'll likely see this expand this Thursday with the next drought monitor that comes out, and continuing on into next week, seeing a lot of this possible even severe drought push into southwest Ohio. Here's your next 7 days. Storm Center 7-day forecast sitting right along the Ohio River. And that's why Dayton Metro, of course, you're a Metro, you're always a little bit warmer with the blacktop and the buildings trapping that heat, but also a bit of cloud cover holding in some of that warmth that we had yesterday. So we're struggling to drop into the 40s, but I do think we still have some time yet to get down into the upper 40s for quite a few of us. Now, we'll reinforce that cooler air with this cold front. This next one coming in Friday. It's a good thing because it gives us rain. The issue is it's not going to be a lot of rain to get rid of the drought. So, again, we'll take what we can get. Let's look at it. Futurecast this afternoon, barely a cloud in the sky. We are in the mid-80s, which is normal. 83 to 85 is our typical high. Running into tomorrow morning, 50s to start, then back up into the mid-80s yet again, right where we should be. But here comes the cold front. Rain chances very isolated early on into the afternoon, becoming more likely late afternoon and into the evening. Don't expect anything severe out of it, but a few rumbles of thunder possible and some heavier rain. Again, we'll take what we can get. It's not going to amount to much, though, over the next 5 days. Friday's our only shot at a 60% chance here, lingering into Saturday morning. The weekend dries things out, and it's perfect over the weekend with that cold front. Now, this is a little underdone. Obviously, we're going to pick up some rain. How much? Great question. Probably about 1/4 to 1/2 inch widespread. The heaviest of it staying south of I-70, where we could pick up close to 1 inch of rain. Consider yourself lucky if that happens. Not all of us are going to get in on that action, but we plan on staying dry for a lot of us now through the next 2 weeks, according to the Climate Prediction Center, saying that we are going to be below normal when it comes down to rainfall. which means the moderate drought that's continuing to expand could possibly turn severe in parts of the Miami Valley with the latest drought monitor that comes out this upcoming Thursday. Last Thursday, we added Salina to the moderate drought. Springfield, Xenia, you're still included and will likely all be abnormally dry this upcoming Thursday because we didn't get a lot of rain last week and we're really not adding to the rain chances this week or upcoming week. But the cold front living up to its name, not in the form of rain, but temperature. We go from 85 degrees back down into the low 70s just in time for the weekend football weather. Weather and traffic every 10 minutes. Jake, what's going on?
Well, Britley, we have a big traffic issue here in Dayton, a busy spot. We had an overnight crash.
49 in Winchester. We have dropped into the 40s for quite a few of us. 43 in Urbana, 49 in Springfield, 46 in Wapakoneta. Dayton, you're now at 55 degrees. Our mornings, we should be in the low 60s this time of year. Not the case today or tomorrow, but we'll get closer to our normal as we move into the upcoming few days until the cold front decides it wants to move through and reinforce the cooler air. So it's not just the mornings that we are going to drop below normal. It will be the afternoon highs. And that is why the Climate Prediction Center once again has us highlighted in blue, saying that we have an above normal chance of being below normal when it comes to temperature. Here's the proof. This weekend, our highs are only expected in the low 70s, if that. We have weather into the 40s, 43 in Urbana. Good morning, Springfield at 49 degrees. It's 46 in Greenville, 49 in Winchester, 46 in Wapakoneta. We'll continue to drop a few more degrees before that sun decides it wants to come up completely. We do have some moisture. It's not much, but some, and we'll take it. It's down across southern Indiana, right there in southern Ohio, and along the Ohio River for that matter. But we're waiting on this right here. Well, this is what we want, a cold front with rain. The problem is it's not much rain at all. And you'll see it. Futurecast will show it to you. The moisture we're holding on to today, mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies and a tad bit of humidity to make it feel warmer than 86, which is pretty close to normal. Normal's 83-ish. We'll hold on to the 80s tomorrow with a straight chance of a shower through the afternoon with the heat of the day. But as that cold front moves in on Friday afternoon, anywhere between noon and about 2 o'clock for initiation, we get these storms to fire up. Now, nothing severe is expected, but we can't rule out some gusty winds and some heavy rain at times that linger through the evening. The big question is, how much rain are we really going to pull out of this? Well, Friday's our only real good chance of rain. It may linger into Saturday morning, but then we dry things out. And while this is a little underdone, it just kind of shows you where the heaviest of the rain is expected to be. Right along I-70 and further south. And we're expecting about 1/4 to 1/2 an inch of rain widespread. Up to an inch is a possibility if you're lucky, but not a lot of us are going to get in on that action. We plan on being below normal for rainfall over the next 2 weeks' time, according to the Climate Prediction Center. That's why we're highlighting in that tannish color, but it doesn't help with the abnormally dry conditions or the moderate drought. The moderate drought looks to expand when we get into this Thursday. The new drought monitor will come out, so we'll see this taupish color start to spread out across the southwest part of Ohio. And then we also notice some reds popping, so a severe drought starting to push in closer to us as well. And we could see a little bit of that too, especially since our rain chances over the next week's time are pretty limited. Again, Friday's our only best bet. And we bring in just a few scattered storms as it takes our temperature down. So there we are, the only bit of moisture down toward the Ohio River. And we'll tap into a few of those clouds, but that will be the extent of it until we come into Friday. We're begging for this cold front to reinforce the cooler air, yes, but we need every drop of rain that comes along with it. The problem is it's not going to amount to much yet again, but there's some hope. All right, so let's look at it. Futurecast 3 o'clock this afternoon. Again, a stray cloud will be the extent of our moisture as temperatures creep back into the mid-80s, normal. Back into the mid-80s tomorrow, again, normal for this time of year. With the chance of a stray shower. You're starting to see a few specks of green pop there around 2, 3 o'clock on your Thursday afternoon. But most of us will be dry, if not all of us. It's a very small chance with the heat of the day. It's Friday afternoon, let's say 12 to about 2 o'clock. That's when we have the chance for storms starting to fire up. Nothing severe is expected. It's just the occasional rumble of thunder, and you see some heavier rain at times. You'll see the oranges and the reds starting to pop up. here and there. That continues on through the evening. Then that rain chance will wind down late Friday and into Saturday. And we'll dry things out yet again through the weekend, which is a good thing because we want to head out and about this weekend. We've got football games going on. Maybe you want to head out to an orchard and tell me that you want to do that because it is now meteorological fall. Maybe it's just me. But again, we need the rain chances. So we'll take what we can get when it comes down to it on Friday, 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rain. And I know you're looking at this and you're going, oh, that doesn't seem like much with 1/100 of an inch showing up here. This map's a little underdone. What I'm showing you is the green that's popping up. That's where we have the best chance of picking up rain. Now, it's not just that we are going to be dry over the next few days, but we look to be dry over the next 2 weeks' time. So Friday's our best chance. The Climate Prediction Center actually has us highlighted in this brownish tan color, saying that we will be below normal when it comes down to rainfall. So we'll likely see this taupish color on our drought monitor that says, okay, we have a moderate drought in places like Springfield, Xenia, and Salina. That will likely expand across southwest Ohio. If not, we'll be abnormally dry for all of us. So the next 7 days showing you those dry conditions other than Friday, bringing us in at 85 degrees. And then finally, cooling us back down below normal this weekend. Again, a perfect weekend to head out and about and do some fall things. Open up the windows, let some of that fresh air in. We are in the 30s and 40s in the morning with high temperatures barely even making it to 70. We have weather and traffic every 10 minutes. Likely to drop into the upper 40s as we head out the door, but 85 degrees is your forecast high this afternoon, which isn't too far from our normal. Normal's around 83 to 85, so we're right on the money. A lot of sunshine.